Campaigners trying to prevent the demolition of an historic pub in Cambridge say developers are wrong to suggest that replacing it with a modern building won't change its character.
Pace Investments Limited plans to replace the Flying Pig on Hills Road with a Victorian-style building incorporating apartments. The idea has prompted the city's MP to call for greater protection for traditional pubs, as Russell Hookey reports.
They're unique to Britain, part of our heritage, but the traditional pub is fast disappearing. While drinking at home can be blamed for many closures, others are lost to development. No wonder then that pub lovers are dismayed. They include fans of this one, the Flying Pig in Cambridge, which the owners of the building next door want to demolish and replace with a modern equivalent.
It's actually one of the first buildings along Hills Road, so it really has a long history. So I think it's quite important to save a whole range of pubs. They're great community facilities, and the Pig is one of the many excellent pubs in Cambridge, but particularly when they have that sort of historical aspect to them as well.
There are plenty of pubs in the city which have gone out of business through lack of trade, but that's not the case with the Flying Pig. It's as busy as it ever has been. It just happens to occupy a site which developers want to build on. But Pace Investments, which owns the Flying Pig, thinks fears over the redevelopment are unfounded and told us the Flying Pig is a well-loved pub and we're determined to ensure it's enjoyed by customers for years to come. Since acquiring the site, we've released the landlords from their tie to the brewery, enabling them to stock a wider range of beers. In our opinion, the atmosphere of the pub has nothing to do with the current building and will not be affected by our plan to replace it with a new Victorian-style building which will incorporate affordable housing above the Flying Pig.
It wouldn't be the same. I'm sure they could create something, but there's a lot of character in the Flying Pig that you can't really recreate in a modern building. And that's why we're particularly keen to hold on to pubs with a bit of history about them.
Meanwhile, the current pub remains open. Planning permission has been granted to redevelop it, but campaigners hope they can prompt a rethink over its demolition. Russell Hookey, Anglia News, Cambridge.